How many of you have a formal social media capacity at some point, some kind in your organization? Okay. How many of you have encountered this argument, we don't know what the ROI is? Okay. How many of you have figured out what the ROI is? Good. You can come up and speak right after. Okay, so what is ROI? Well, on one hand, it can be return on investment, or it can be risk of inaction. Because in some markets, if you're not active in social channels, you're really missing the boat. You are not listening to what's going on in your market, to what customers are saying, to what prospects are saying, to what your competitors are doing. So I think in almost any market right now that is not either very small or very mature, with a lot of old people running it, you need to be at least listening to understand what else is going on out there. What is the ROI of advertising? What is the ROI of an ad on the Super Bowl? I don't think anybody knows. Because other than Nielsen reports, Arbitron ratings, you really can't establish a clear cause and effect, an action that relates from a Super Bowl ad. Yet nevertheless, we've been advertising on television for 50 years, and we're going to continue to do so because we know that it works at our gut level. With social media, the cool thing is you can get a lot more granular, and you can talk about very specific metrics, and there are lots and lots of metrics that you can use. It's actually much easier to calculate ROI with an online program than it is with one in conventional media. What is ROI? It's very simple. It is the gain from investment minus the cost of investment over the cost of investment. For those of you who are mathematically challenged, let me put it this way. If I spend $1 and I get $2 in return, my ROI is 100%. $2 minus $1 over $1. I've invested $1, I've gotten $1 back. 100% ROI. So it's a very simple formula. The question is what numbers to plug in to those above and below the line.
So I'm a Chrome browser user, and recently they released from Google a extension that blocked you can basically customize what you see on Google.
Yeah.
Do you see this as like a real problem, or should it even be existing? And how does that skew all this information we're trying to get?
Excuse me. The reason why that exists, okay, is because of businesses like demand media and associated content. All right. And it's a spam fighting tactic by Google. So keeping in mind that Google is looking for as many signals as possible, what they're doing is they're going to see, what kind of things people block. And if hundreds of thousands of people block demand media content, or anybody else's, right, that's going to be a signal for them. I don't know this for a fact, but I'd be surprised if this isn't available on Firefox soon. So it's just a web spam fighting tactic for them. You as a user can say, hey, I don't like this stuff. And at some level they're acknowledging that the process of fighting spam is a tough problem and they don't do it perfectly.